A boy stepped out of his car, ready to toss his old shoes into a trash can. Before he could, a homeless boy on a bench rushed over. "Can I have them?" he asked. "Yeah, whatever," the boy said, tossing the shoes to him. The next day, while strolling with his dad, the boy spotted the homeless boy wearing his old shoes, but now they were clean and looked brand new. Jealous, he walked over. "Hey, I need my shoes back. You gave them to me yesterday. Have you forgotten?" "I changed my mind. They're still new and I shouldn't have thrown them away." "I'm sorry, but they're mine now," the homeless boy said. Angry, the boy grabbed at him, but his dad stepped in. "Son, a gift once given is no longer yours. If you only value something after it's gone, you never truly valued it at all. Drop a heart if you agree." A man was heading to a restaurant when he heard a woman scream for help. A crowd gathered, but the cops hadn't arrived. As he got closer, he saw a little girl gasping inside a locked car. Her parents were nowhere in sight. "We need to get her out," the woman shouted. The girl's eyes rolled back and she passed out. The man grabbed a rock, smashed the window, and pulled her out. "Everyone, clear," he shouted. "I'm a doctor, taking her to the hospital." 2 hours later, the doctor stepped out of the emergency room as his colleague ran to him. "David, is she okay?" "She's out of the woods." Tears filled her eyes. "Thank God you got there in time. She must have been trapped for hours. How horrible." She hesitated. "Why are you crying?" David asked. "Because I'm the mother who left her in the car," she whispered. "Back-to-back surgeries. I forgot." David sighed. "We save lives, but what's the point if we lose the ones who need us most? Drop a heart if you agree." A little boy sat in class, shivering as the teacher spoke. His stomach ached. He hadn't eaten since last night. When the break bell rang, all the students eagerly took out their lunchboxes. He looked around, watching his classmates enjoy their meals, but he had nothing. Slowly, he opened his empty lunchbox, hoping no one would notice. It would be so embarrassing if they found out. Not wanting to be seen, he raised his hand. "Teacher, may I use the restroom?" Inside, he clutched his stomach and threw up, weak from hunger. Wiping his tears, he stared out the window. "Life is unfair, but I won't die today." Back in class, he braced for laughter, expecting his classmates to mock him, but the room was silent. Reaching for his lunchbox, he froze. It felt heavier. Confused, he opened it. His eyes widened. It was filled with food. Looking up, he saw his classmates smiling. His friends gave him a thumbs up. Tears filled his eyes, but this time they weren't from sadness. He smiled with gratitude. Drop a heart for all the kind people. Leo was a young artist, desperate to prove himself. One day, a wealthy businessman offered him a deal: paint a portrait of him, but exaggerate his power and success. The pay was enormous, but something felt wrong. Before deciding, Leo visited his old mentor, who handed him a mirror and said, "Look into this. When you take shortcuts against your values, will you still respect the person staring back at you?" That night, Leo wrestled with his thoughts. He needed the money, but he also knew that lying through his art would stain his integrity. The next day, he declined the offer. The businessman laughed. "Few refuse me, but I respect a man who values his craft over gold." Instead of a painting, he offered Leo a career-changing opportunity to illustrate an entire gallery, showcasing his real talent. Morale: the real test of success isn't wealth or fame. It's whether you can look in the mirror and be proud of what you see. A little boy got separated from his parents and wandered the streets, lost and scared. A homeless man found him and waited for his parents. 4 hours later, the mother arrived panting. "You should have taken him to the police. I wasted hours looking for my baby," she snapped before leaving. Minutes later, the homeless man spotted a sparkling ring on the ground. Realizing it belonged to her, he followed but hesitated. "She's ungrateful," he muttered, and turned toward a jewelry store. There he was told the ring was worth $25,000. "My life is finally changing," he thought. But then he recalled a kind stranger's words: "Keep doing good, and God will bless you the right way." He returned the ring. The woman burst into tears. It was a gift from her late father. Feeling guilty, she started a GoFundMe for him. Surprisingly, he received $500,000 in donations. Drop a heart if you believe kindness always comes back.